Bum 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 da 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 skirt skirt da 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 da.
Hello and good evening. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Joyce.
And this is Econ Central. Our story of the night revolves around the United States' current economy and policies.
And our guest of the night will be President Donald Trump, who will be answering a few of our questions later on. The current status of the U.S. economic outlook is healthy according to the key economic indicators. The most critical indicator is the gross domestic product, which measures the nation's production output. The GDP growth rate is expected to remain between the 2% and 3% ideal range, and unemployment is forecast to continue at the natural rate. There isn't too much inflation or deflation.
Tonight, we're going to focus more on what fiscal policy is. Fiscal policy is what the government employs to influence and balance the economy, using taxes and spending to accomplish this. Fiscal policy tries to nudge the economy in different ways through either expansionary or contractionary policy, which tries to either increase economic growth through taxes and spending or slow economic growth to cut back inflation, respectively.
Basically, fiscal policy intercedes in the business cycle by counteracting issues in an attempt to establish a healthier economy and uses two tools, taxes and spending, to accomplish this. Fiscal policy is often utilized alongside monetary policy, which involves the banking system, the management of interest rates, and the supply of money in circulation. Now, moving on to our main story of the night.
With President Donald Trump's recent moves to loosen the fiscal policy, his success relies on the absence of rising inflation rates. We'll be back after these short messages.
Bum 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 da 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 skirt skirt da 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 da.
Good morning, America. My name is Jessica Lee, and today we'll be joining me for an El Camino tour. Here we have the academic building, and over here our red stage. Oh my gosh, wait! What is that? It seems our students are practicing for the dance show coming up this Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7 p.m. Join us for the matinee show on Saturday at 1 p.m. Tickets are $12 at the door, and I'll see you there.
Bum 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 da 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 skirt skirt da 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 da.
Good evening and welcome back. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Joyce. Right now, we have our field reporter Malia and President Donald Trump for an interview.
Yes, thank you. I'm here with President Donald Trump. Hello, Mr. President, and thank you for taking the time with us to share with us today about your demand-side economic policy.
It's great to be here.
Let me start off by asking what your tax policy is.
Yes, in 2017, I signed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act.
What are your intentions?
It cuts individual income tax rates, doubles the standard deduction, and eliminates personal exemptions. The top individual tax rate dropped 37%. The act cut the corporate tax from 35% to 21% beginning in 2018. The corporate cuts are permanent, while the individual changes expire at the end of 2025.
Are your tax cuts going as well as you wanted them to?
It won't always go well, but it has been right so far. Although inflation has risen, the employment rates have peaked.
Did you take any inspiration for loosening the fiscal policy from Barack Obama?
I think that the difference is huge between us, although they may seem the same, but Obama's priorities tilted more towards spending increases than tax cuts.
All right, I think that is all the time we have today, folks. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Econ Central. Let's make America great again.
Thank you, Malia and President Donald Trump, for elaborating on the procedures that define our economy's current fiscal policy.
A policy that involves government intervention influencing the economy through controlled tax rates and spending levels.
That finishes up our evening with you today. Once again, this is Natalie.
This is Joyce.
From Econ Central, we'll see you next time.
Bum, 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 da, 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 skirt, skirt, da, 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 da.